Hello. I realise I'm wearing the same top as I did in my last video, but I really love it. I really like how it turned out, so you'll catch me wearing this a lot. But today's video is going to be about taking apart and remaking this top. I love this top to bits. It was really kindly made for me, but over time it's kind of grown a bit and it's got a little bit misshapen and it just doesn't really flatter me anymore. I feel like the back of it's a bit loose and flappy, the arms are a bit too long, and because of that I don't really reach for it anymore. So I thought instead of it going to waste, I could just remake it in a slightly more fitted style. So I thought I would just bring you along with me as I take apart this lovely top. I'm really sad to be taking it apart because it's been so nicely made, but it's just going to waste at the moment because it's just not flattering me and I don't want to wear it. So instead of it going to waste, I'll take it apart and show you the process of making it a new top. So the first thing I need to do is take it apart, and to do that I'm just going to find some loose thread. So I can see there's like a loose one here which has kind of been weaved in, but I've already started picking at it and just see if that leads to something. It's always hard like unpicking someone else's work because you don't know where they've like gone with it. I don't know what I'm saying. But yeah, first of all just gonna unpick it all and then hopefully I will join you again with a big ball of green yarn. So I've managed to unravel the top into about 3 big balls of yarn, and then I've still got some that I haven't unraveled yet, and then a few little small balls. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start to chain it, and I'm just going to kind of like do it so it fits round my like under boob kind of area, and then yeah, just work from there. I think this is the best thing about making a top for yourself, is that you can just keep measuring it against you and making sure it fits, whereas when you're making a top for someone else, you're just going off of measurements, and while that should be accurate, like it's just nice to be able to constantly measure it against yourself and make sure that it's still fitting how you want it to fit. So yeah, I'm basically just going to chain as many as it takes to go around like my under boob kind of area. Oh, also I forgot to say I'm using a 4mm hook. I would actually prefer to use a 4.5, but I don't know where my one of that has gone. Like I've got a set where it just goes up in 0.5mm, and I think the 4.5 is my fave because I usually use yarn where like a 4mm hook is recommended, but I just like that extra little bit of space when I use a 4.5mm hook, but this is doing the job. Yeah, just like I'd say 4mm hook, although I mean most hooks would work, it just depends what look you're going for. If you're using a bigger hook but smaller yarn, it will look a little bit more gappy, whereas when you're using a hook that's like similar in size to the yarn, then it will just be a bit tighter looking. So that is the size I'm going to work with. I don't know whether to decrease it a couple. I don't know if I've gone like too big and I'll just end up with a top that's exactly the same as it was before. So yeah, I might decrease it a couple because it actually fits very, like there's quite a lot of space there. So I might just undo it a little bit. Because I'm also wearing quite a big sweater right now, so that still does fit. Oh, there's still a bit of space, maybe a couple more. But yeah, then I don't want to make it too small either. I don't know, because I also need to get it on over my head, but then my head's not that big. I'm just going to do like one more, that's it. Yeah, otherwise I'm at risk of going too big. So what I'm going to do now is try and flatten it out a little bit so it's not twisting around, but it's already twisting. It shouldn't matter too much. I mean, if I was making this for someone else, I would make sure that it wasn't twisting around, but because it's for myself, It's fine, I cut a few corners. So I'm just slip stitching it together. I think it's a slip stitch. I actually don't know all the terminology, so I probably shouldn't be making like, I mean, it's not really a tutorial video. I'm just showing you me turning an old top into a new top. But yeah, I think I've slip stitched it together. Yeah, I've connected the chain so that I'm crocheting like in the round, and then I've just chained up 2, but I'm just gonna leave it as chaining up 2, and then I am going to single crochet around the bottom, and then I'm gonna do like a bit of a gappy crochet. But I think to like just kind of reinforce the bottom, I'd like to do a single crochet around that like naked chain. So just in case I haven't explained it well enough, because I'm sure I don't know all the right words, this is, it's gonna focus, this is the stitch that I'm doing around the bottom, so I think that's a single crochet, but I could be wrong. But yeah, I'm just doing that round the bottom after I've chained, just to give it a nicer edge to it. So I finished the single crochet round, and now I'm kind of on the gappy crochet that I wanted to do. So yeah, I finished off that round. I've chained up 3 or 4, I think like 4 here. And then I'm basically skipping a gap, doing a triple crochet, chaining 1, skipping a gap, triple crocheting, chaining 1, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I'll just show you as I carry on. Doing a chain here, getting ready for a triple crochet, skipping 1 so that there's a gap, and then doing a triple crochet in the next. So I'll do a couple of those just to show you. It'd be helpful if I kept the yarn on the hook. Yeah, I feel like I'm really slow at doing triple crochet just because of the way that I hold the yarn and everything, but everyone's got their own ways, and whenever I try and crochet any differently, I just get really muddled and confused. I've kind of found a way that works for me. It might not be the fastest, but it works. So yeah, this is what I'm doing, just triple crocheting, chaining, skipping, making it all gappy and nice. So I'm probably going to do a couple rounds of that, and then I'm going to make it a bit like tighter and less gappy for the actual bit of the top, just for some decency, you know. So yeah, I'll do a couple of these gappy ones and then come back to you. So I've now done 2 rows of that gappy crochet, and I think I'm going to do 1 more, but instead of doing gaps and triple crochet, I'm going to do gaps with double crochet. So basically doing the same thing, just double crocheting rather than triple crocheting. So yeah, I'm basically just doing the same thing, but instead of triple crochet, I'm doing a double crochet, but I'm still skipping a gap and chaining and then doing a double crochet, so the gaps just look a little bit smaller, and that would just help me like build to the proper tighter crochet rather than going straight from big gaps to tight crochet. You can do it any way you want. I'm really kind of freestyling this, but I thought it might just look quite nice to go from big gaps to smaller gaps to tighter crochet. So this is where we're at now. I've done the triple crochet gappy bits, the double crochet gappy bits, and now I'm just double crocheting round, and I'm going to continue to do that until I've built up the body for whatever thickness I want. I'll probably just carry on holding up to myself to judge how much to do. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of double crochet from now on, and then yeah, I'll decide what to do next. I quite like making a top when I actually don't know quite what I'm going to be doing. It's quite fun to just see where it goes and not stress too much about it, and just, yeah, kind of take it as it comes. It's a new day. I actually haven't done too much today. This is where I got to last night, pretty much. I've done just a little bit now, but yeah, I thought I'd show you where I'm at. This is about 7 rows, I think. Yeah, I just counted it. Yeah, 7 rows. I'm now on the 8th row of double crochet. I've still got a fair few more rows to do. I'd like to have like quite a a big bit, but yeah, not too big either. It's going to be cropped, but yeah, I'm just going to carry on doing it. I'll show you when I've got to the length I want it to be, and then we'll move on to the straps or sleeves or whatever I'm going to do with it. So this is where I'm at now. I've added some hair grips as stitch markers because I have a pack of stitch markers somewhere, but there was only like 8 or something in there, and I just always have so many projects on the go because I can't keep to one thing at a time, so hair grips will have to do. So yeah, so far this project is a line of single crochet, 2 triple crochet like gappy bits, a double crochet gappy bit, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 double crochets, and then a double crochet gappy bit. So next, which is why I've got the stitch markers, we are moving on to like the sleeve / chest area. So I put this on and just kind of measured out where I wanted the sleeves to kind of come up. So what I've done is I've got 8 gap things in the middle. I've got 4 gaps for the start of the sleeves. I've got 6 gaps for the armholes, and then 4 for the back of the sleeves, and then 8 in the middle again. So that will kind of keep it all even. I'm just gonna build up the straps by doing the same as this stitch and just like build it up and go across to the back. And then I will do the sleeves, which I'm going to do separately and then attach them together. Haven't quite decided yet what I'm doing with that, but I'll figure it out. But yeah, the next step is just to crochet up these bits using the kind of gappy stitch. So I'm just going to be attaching it here and here. I will show you when I've got going. I'm sure that will help a lot more than me showing you, but yeah, they're the kind of gaps I've left and where I'm at now. So this is now where we're at. We've got some straps, and I feel like if you wanted a cute little summer top, you could leave it like this. I would probably do slightly thinner straps if I was going to leave it like this, but that is the start of the straps. And yeah, what I did was just did the crochet up and then slip stitched it on the back, joined it on the back with some sort of stitch. I think a slip stitch, it might not be. I really need to get better at terminology, but yeah, this is what we're working with. I'm now going to start working out this way. I feel like I'm again very bad at explaining, but you'll see as it takes shape. And then yeah, I'm just going to start working out on the sleeves, both sides, and then we'll have a finished top on our hands. Well, I need to weave in the ends as well, but then we'll have a finished top on our hands. I am heading out to the pub now, so I'm going to have to leave this there. This is how far I've got. You could definitely leave this as a short sleeve top if you wanted to as well, like I've done that before, and it looks really cute. And if it was warmer outside, I probably just would leave it there, but because I'm needing the extra warmth for winter, I am going to continue with the long sleeves. But yeah, if you just wanted to make a short sleeve top, you definitely could just leave it there and it looks really nice. I've like in the past added a strap along the back to kind of keep the sleeves up, but also just add a bit of detail, which I might do to the long sleeve version of this top because, I don't know, it just adds a little hole at the back and it just looks really cute. Yeah, this is where we're up to. I will continue it and hopefully finish it tomorrow. And the top is done. I feel like I haven't done the best job of explaining how to make this top, but hopefully you've been able to follow along with the steps that I've done. If not, I'll try and put some more detail in the description box and just take it into account for future videos because I know I could do some better explaining. But yeah, I'll do a little side by side of how this top started out and how it is now. I just think it's a lot tighter fitting. It's what I want out of the top, and I just love it. So thank you for following along. If you want more of these videos, let me know. If you want more detail, let me know. But yeah, I'm learning how to film these sort of videos. I realise I just kind of, because I know what I want to do, I kind of forget to talk through some bits. So yeah, I'll do a better job in future, but hopefully you still have some sort of idea how to make this top if you'd like to. Otherwise, I can also try again. I can make a more detailed description, making another top of this style if that's what you would like. So yeah, thank you for watching and I'll see you again soon.